Okay, this is part 2 of the first lesson. It's just a little introduction into our graphing calculator. How can we use this thing to find the zeros? Again, what's another word for a zero? A root, if it's an equation. If it's just a graph, we call that an x-intercept. Okay, we can treat this as the same. So yesterday we found out that we could factor this thing. So a little refresher on that. Let's try that first. What multiplies to 3 times 2 and what adds to -7? What two numbers? Okay. -6 times -1 multiply to +6, and that's the only thing that's going to add to -7. So I want to split up -7x into -6x minus 1x. 2x squared stays the same, 3 stays the same, and then I factor this by grouping. What can I take out of the first two? I can take out a 2, I can take out an x. If I multiply that by that, I get this again. Okay, what can I take out of here? Well, not much, but remember, I want this in the brackets. So how about I just throw that down again and figure out, kind of go backwards, what do I need to factor out of here to get this? Looks like a -1. Let's check it. -x, check. +3, check. Okay, so I have x minus 3 is common to both of these. And I have a 2x minus a 1 left over. Okay, this is still equal to 0. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to find the zeros. This is going to be equal to 0 if x is 3 or if x is 1/2. Okay, if I put a half in here, 2 times a half, I get 1. Take away 1, that's 0. Times, I don't care what this is all 0. Okay, those are my two zeros. But if I have a graphing calculator, okay, I put the equation in here, y equals, and let me clean it up a bit so I can see it, 2x, you can use the square button, or you can use to the power of 2, that's the same thing, minus 7 times x plus 3. Let's graph this guy. Okay, that's the standard window on here. It goes from -10 to +10 for x and -10 to +10 for y. If you don't see this, then you have to go in and change your window to the standard settings. Okay, from -10 to 10 for x, -10 to +10 for y. Okay, mine is, so I'm okay. All right. Where are the x-intercepts? Right there and right there. Those are the zeros, or the roots of this equation. Same thing. Here's how we do this. Second function, trace. Under it in yellow, it says calc. Okay, so when I go second function, that's calc. I want to calc or calculate. I can calculate all this stuff. What I want here is the 0. So you can scroll down to number 2. Or just hit 2, all right, and this will calculate a 0 for me. It says left bound. I have to go, and that cursor has to be left of this 0. I'm going to do the left 0 first. I have to go left of here. This is left of it. Okay, hit enter. Now I got to move the cursor right of the 0. Okay, that's right of it. Okay. Go enter. Guess. Notice these two little arrows. Is my 0 in this boundary between these two arrows? Yes, it is. The calculator is asking you, guess. Do you want me to guess where the 0 is? Yes, Mr. Calculator, I do. Enter. It thinks for a minute, and then it says x is 0.5. Is that also known as a half? Yeah. Okay, there it is, right there. There's one of them. I already know the other one's at 3, but let's calculate it. Okay, so second function, calc, I want a 0. I want to go left of the right 0 now, so you have to go closer to it than this one, or this might get confused. Is that left of the 0? Yes. Okay. Puts a little arrow up there. Now I want to go right of it. That's kind of close. Let's go one more. Heck, let's go another one just for, just to be strange. Okay. Is this right of the 0? Yes, it is. Hit enter. Is my 0 within these two little arrows up top? Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, please. There it is. It's 3. Okay? So you can use a graphing calculator as well. Let's call them, well, it says 0 feature, so let's call them zeros. The zeros here are 0.5 and 3. Don't put brackets around it because then it looks like a coordinate point. Okay? That's how you want it. That's how you use your graphing calculator to determine the roots.